We are going to check out the new Fire Mage specialization. It's gotten a huge overhaul slash rework on the PTR. Hopefully it's actually on the PTR right now. We could check out all the new talents and where they're laid out and stuff like that. And yes, we can. So the general tree got a bit of a rework, but we're gonna check out Fire Mage, okay? I think I should probably go to like a target dummy because I want to test out some of these abilities and stuff. So let's go to Stormwind. We'll go to Stormwind. We'll check it out. Fire Mage, this is like the first overhaul that they've gotten, and there is some really, really cool shit from what I've seen. So let's go over to the target dummies and we could take a look at these changes. To me, there's some really interesting changes that they have made. We got basically a total absolute rework, okay? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the tree right now, check it all out and see exactly what they've done and see some of the choices that they have made. See if we can come up with a build as well. So first off, we get Pyroblast, great. We get Fire Blast, and we get Pyrotechnics. Now Pyrotechnics is basically the eventual guaranteed critical strike of Fireball. Every single time Fireball fails to crit, you get 10% increased crit. This is not new. And then we have something new called Surging Blaze. Flame Strike and Pyroblast cast time are reduced by 0.5 seconds and damage dealt increased by 10%. So this is, I think the right side of the tree is going to be more AoE focused, which is kind of interesting. We're going to pick up Scorch. We'll pick up Phoenix Flames. From here, you have some choices. I'll get Surging Blaze as well. Next here, we have the Scorch Execute, which I think is pretty good. You have Firestarter, which I will definitely select. Fervent Flickering, which is Ignite damage, has a chance to reduce the cooldown of Fire Blast. We'll get that. This is a new talent, Fuel the Fire. Flame Strike has a chance equal to 100% of your critical strike chance to build up to a hot streak. So that basically means you can use Flame Strike during your combustion to get hot streak procs, which is a massive change. Before you could not do that. So you would like Scorch Fire Blast, and then you would use your Flame Strike, and it would actually not contribute to your hot streak. So if you wanted AoE, you'd have to Scorch Fire Blast, Flame Strike, and then you have to hard cast Scorch Fire Blast again. Now you can Scorch Fire Blast, use your Flame Strike, and then just Fire Blast, Flame Strike, Fire Blast, Flame Strike, similar to how you can use Power Blast. So for AoE, I think this is that's gonna look good. Then we have Flame On, which is the same as before. We have Intensifying Flame while Ignite is on 3 or fewer enemies. So this is basically like a single target Ignite talent. So if Ignite is on 3 or fewer people, which, you know, in 3s a lot of the time, if you're not fighting pet classes, that's probably something you're going to be picking up. Critical Mass. Your spells have a 7% increased chance to deal a critical strike. Boom, boom. You gain 10% more crit from all stats from all sources. That's really good as well. So critical strike, I don't know if this is actually new. It might be, but it's really, really good. They made a really good change here. So let's just look at some of these other talents that I didn't get. I didn't get Flame Patch, which is similar. Improved Scorch, I think is the same as before. In this next tier, we have a Living Bomb. So they changed Living Bomb to be a 24-second cooldown. So basically what they did is they buffed the damage. They buffed the damage of Living Bomb, which we're going to test, but they increased the cooldown on it. But then they added this talent, Convection. Each time Living Bomb explodes, it has a 25% chance to reduce its cooldown by 2 seconds. So if you spread Living Bomb a lot, then you can reduce the cooldown of it. So hopefully the damage is actually increased. Then they have the same one here. Okay. Combustion, Gaussian Flames. When you activate Combustion, you gain 3% crit. Okay, yeah, that's the same as before. They did change something, though. Let's see, so there's still Improved Combustion. There's a crazy talent, some Unleashed Inferno. We'll look at that one later, okay? So we'll go through here. You still have the choice between Tempered Flames and Improved Combustion. Firemind is still a choice. Feel the Burn is still a choice. Those are both really good talents. They made a change to From the Ashes. So before, From the Ashes was really weird. It made you not want to use your Phoenix Flames. So the way it worked is, for each Phoenix Flames that was off of cooldown, you'd get more mastery. So you didn't want to use your Phoenix Flames and increase your mastery. Now it's actually different. Now it's when your Phoenix Flames are on cooldown, you get more mastery. So it makes you actually want to use your rotation. So I think that's a pretty good change. Phoenix Flames deals 15% damage, increases one increased charge. Okay, great. Convection, each time Living Bomb explodes, it has a 25% chance to reduce its cooldown. Okay, we talked about that one. The next row, we've got Phoenix Reborn. Targets affected by your Ignite have a chance to erupt in flames, taking 1,600 additional fire damage, reducing the cooldown. That's the same. Fevered Incantation. I think this actually moved positions, but each consecutive critical strike you deal increases critical strike damage by 2%. And then we're just going to go down this row if we want to go this path. You have Controlled Destruction, which is now something you have to pick if you want to get these talents. And these talents are freaking insane. So look at this. This is one of the big ones. Unleashed Inferno. While combustion is active, your Fireball, Pyroblast, Fire Blast, Scorch, and Phoenix Flames deal 40% increased damage and reduce the cooldown of your combustion by 2.5 seconds. This is fucking insane. Like, absolutely crazy. Okay, so that's definitely what we're going to be picking up in PvP. It's just going to be the hugest swing of damage. All right. Unleashed Inferno. Next up, we have Master of Flame. Ignite deals 15% more damage while combustion is not active. Fire Blast spreads Ignite to 2 additional nearby targets during combustion. Okay, very similar. Kindling, your Fireball, Power Blast, Fire Blast, and Phoenix Flame's critical strikes reduce the remaining cooldown of combustion by 1 second. Okay. Pyromaniac, casting Power Blast or Flame Strike while Hot Strike is active has a chance. That's the same one. There's actually way more choices in the center tree. And one of the biggest changes, you still have Flame Accelerant, you have Fiery Rush still, which is really strong. Wildfire, which is really strong. But Hypothermia is way down here now. So what we need to find, guys, is a way to get Hypothermia as well as Unleashed Inferno. That's gonna be the build, in my opinion. And then on like the AoE side of things, you have that Convection talent, you have Conflagration. Enemies affected by either Conflagration or Ignite have a 15% chance to flare up and deal damage to nearby enemies. Good AoE talent. Firefall, damaging an enemy with 15 fireballs or Power Blast causes your next fireball to call down a meteor. And this is a really interesting one, okay? So Meteor is now a fire-specific talent, all right? And on top of that, there's a new talent called Deep Impact, which makes it so Meteor's damage is increased by 20%. Oh, first of all, I should talk about what they changed about Meteor. So they made it so Meteor doesn't split damage anymore. At a base, Meteor's damage does not split. It used to be if you soaked Meteor, it reduced the damage, so you'd have to like edge it and snipe it on one person. Now they actually made that functionality a talent, so Deep Impact. Meteor's damage is increased by 20%, but it's now split evenly between all enemies. Additionally, its cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds. So Meteor is going to be a 30-second cooldown. Oh, it's going to be a 15-second cooldown, which is okay. That might actually be really good too. 15-second cooldown on Meteor, and it does more damage, but it splashes. So could be interesting. I don't know if we're going to end up doing that. I just feel like Unleashed Inferno is way too good. So if I was to like come up, let me put in some points really quick. I'm just going to put in random points and see what we can come up with. I just want to see. And then of course also they redid the general tree also, which we can talk about and look at a little bit if you guys want to, but this is kind of just like going over the Fire Mage stuff. So let me apply these talents. Let's take a look at Living Bomb and see how much damage it does, okay? Because that's what we care about the most. Living Bomb still ticks for 2k and explodes for 5k. So it's definitely one of those things that's not going to be good in PvP. The only way I could see Living Bomb being good in PvP, the only way I can see Living Bomb being good in PvP is if they make a PvP talent for it. That's it. So if they make a PvP talent for Living Flame or for Living Bomb, maybe it'll be good. But as it stands right now, it literally crits for 11,000. It's really, really bad. Hopefully it's fun in PvE. But for me, I feel like this whole right side of the tree is not going to be something that we're interested in all. So if I was to like come up with a build right now of what we're going to play, I think I would drop Surging Blaze. We'll have to get Searing Touch. Flame On, 100% we're going to get that. Need Combustion, Critical Mass, not getting Improved Scorch. Going to go with Alex Straz's Fury. We're going to go with Improved Combustion. We're going to go with Feel the Burn. We'll go with this. I don't think I'm going to get Intensifying Flame. It might be good. Intensifying Flame could definitely be good for like single target Ignite. It'll be one of those things you mix up depending on if you're fighting pet classes. We're going to get Fevered Incantation. We'll get Controlled Destruction. We'll get Unleashed Inferno. Could get Master of Flame depending if you want to get Ignite or not. I definitely want to get Kindling. Definitely want to get Fiery Rush. Wildfire. I think this is what I'll probably end up going. Although you need Accelerant too. It's kind of annoying. I guess you drop Wildfire, you get Flame Accelerant. This is probably going to be like the go-to PvP build, which will be very strong because now you get Unleashed Inferno. So while Combustion is active, your Fireball, Power Blast, Fire Blast, and Scorch and Phoenix Flames deal 40% increased damage and reduce the cooldown of your Combust. We're also going to continue to have Hyperthermia. We're going to have the Fast Cast Fireballs. We get Fiery Rush. We get Pyromaniac. So this is a new talent. It's an old talent that's been shifted to a convenient location. So casting Power Blast or Flame Strike while Hot Streak is active has an 8% chance to instantly reactivate Hot Streak. I mean, guys, we are just living for these instant cast Flame Strikes. And honestly, I'm probably going to drop Fire. Ooh, I'll do that. Boom, boom, boom. We're just going to be pooping out Pyros over and over and over and over again. And just doing the most damage ever. Fire is going to be really hilarious. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be so funny. Get Time Anomaly. All right, cool. During Combust, that Phoenix is going to be nasty. Dude, this is going to be crazy. I'm telling you guys right now, Fire is going to be absolutely wild. With just how many instant pyro procs and stuff that you get. Let's see. Okay. We'll cast a Fireball into a Flame Strike. Where's my Power Blast? I don't even know if I have it bound. Right, we're just pyro. I don't even think right now I don't have all my weak auras and stuff installed, but as you can see, we're getting some pretty significant pyro procs. Pretty good damage, huh? I'm telling you right now, my prediction is that Fire Mage damage is going to get nerfed. 100%. I think they're going to get rid of a lot of the PvP modifiers for Fire Mage. So they'll end up getting rid of a lot of the PvP modifiers for Fire Mage, I think. But it's exciting. I feel like the gameplay is going to feel a lot smoother. They did do a bit of a rework for Arcane. Honestly, not as extensive as Fire. And I think they plan on doing a rework for Frost also. So when that does come, I'll be sure to talk about it. What are you guys' thoughts on this so far? Does this seem pretty cool? I wonder if there's going to be other builds you can play too that are good. And there's definitely Ignite talents you can get. Why is it all sparkly? I don't know. I think it's a UI change. I think it's honestly bugged. If you look at Fireball, though, look at Fireball. That's a new feature on the UI. When you cast a spell, it shows it like loading up, which is interesting. Casting Fireball. Casting Fireball. Casting Fireball. Chilling hard. Try out Meteor Dam. Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to play Meteor. I can't imagine it's impossible. Like, you can't play Meteor. This talent's OP. Like, think about it. While Combustion is active, your Fireball, Pyroblast, Fire Blast, Scorch, and Phoenix Flames deal 40% increased damage and reduce the cooldown of your Combustion. You'll never not pick this talent. It's the best talent in the game, 100%. And I don't think you can ever not play Hypothermia as well. All the good stuff for PvP, Flame Accelerant, Fiery Rush, Kindling, Pyromaniac is on this middle tree. The right side of the tree for PvP is just completely dead. It's just completely dead. You will not use it. I mean, we could test it, but I'm telling you, it's garbanzo beans. All right, let's take a look. I'll get it. The right side of the tree is absolute garbanzo beans, though, for PvP, in my opinion. But let's see. It's a lot of damn. A lot of damn. Crazy. All right. Well, that's the rework on Fire. Rework is just Combust is better and you do more damage. Yeah, Combust is better, you do more damage, and they added some of the... Basically, the TLDR of the rework is Combust is better. It seems like they moved Rune of Power just into Combust. So they made Combust even better. And you also have another way to generate instant pyros. Essentially. They just made the spec better in every single way. I think it's going to play the exact same, except it's just better. And I think, yeah, that's a good point. This is the first iteration of Fire. Red had like 5 iterations before it was released, so I'm sure they'll make more changes. I do think that they should buff Living Bomb or change it.